I think education as a whole is at a really interesting point where we're going to have to make some critical decisions on maybe restructuring, revamping how we really meet students where they are.
I think one of the great things about Lexington Richland 5 is that they give the psychologists a little bit of leeway as far as being able to figure out what's needed within our building, and I think that the needs within each building is different. I think right now what we're dealing with is more of systems level than individual level because COVID has had such a great impact. And so I think that we need a lot of more systems support. And so as a psychologist, being able to come in at the school level and helping to figure out how to help support kind of those tier 1 and tier 2. So like PBIS and restorative practices, and how do we put that stuff in place school-wide is becoming more important.
Up to now, we might have been like more behind the scenes people, but I feel like the more that we think about supporting learners with differences and thinking about mental health within our schools will keep being a bigger role.
I would love to work more hands-on with the kids, a lot more emphasis on mental health, getting to work on some of those skills that seem to be lacking. That's part of my favorite. Probably my favorite part of the job is working with the kids one-on-one.
The biggest thing has been, I think, with equity. So economic equity, also racial equity, gender equity. Our job is to remove barriers to learning. And it's also looking at our system. And, you know, equity is a big thing. So it's, you know, really how can we help support some of the kids that may not feel as safe, making sure that they have equal access, really confronting microaggressions as they occur, which is a difficult thing to do. All of those are kind of trends that we're seeing right now.
I think education as a whole is at a really interesting point where we're going to have to make some critical decisions on maybe restructuring, revamping how we really meet students where they are. And I think school psychologists, in partnership with our amazing administrators, our amazing educators, are in a place to really kind of help us assess kind of where we're going, what students need, and then kind of making a game plan to do that. I feel like the need for school psychologist support will continue. I'm so honored to work in a district that I feel like values kind of what we're able to bring, and I hope that, you know, we continue to be brought to the table in those critical conversations.